kind of sketchy. We're running around here, so I'm going to say, Yee Haw! All right. So, alrighty there. Welcome back, everybody. Where we last left off. I think didn't y'all land on maybe a name, as I recall.
We are the Fall Guys.
The Fall Guys.
Yes.
Where we left off with the Fall Guys. They had been traipsing around Yee Haw, Texas, trying to understand the town that pitched together the measly money that they had to sick these bold desperados into the path of finding not only the Boys of Summer and stopping them, but their hidden sanctuary. Hotel California.
Hotel California.
Ain't nobody knows where it is. Because all the Boys of Summer what been captured, die, escape, or never knew where it was in the first place. Very secretive location of Hotel California. Don Henley don't mess around. So
it's so funny that it's actually Don Henley, and we're not even trying to hide it.
Nope.
Not Don Henrik.
Just lean into it, you know?
Lean into it.
So, y'all had quite a busy day perusing the various goods of Yee Haw, Texas, and y'all been sleeping it off night with the hotel manager Chad at the Nickel Hotel.
That's right.
And come morning, y'all come down, and you can see that Chad's looking pretty nervous at breakfast this morning. You can see that he appears to be rearranging a number of photos on his wall in the photograph room, somewhat as if he's trying to create a level of control in a chaotic world.
Oh, we're not too sure that I am over there yet. I think I might still be over at the confectionery.
Marcy's Confectionery, you say? Well, let's take a look at that real quick.
Now, I don't know how much I done charged you for each candy tasting.
I believe that the total was all of it.
All of it. All right. All of it, then.
Uh-oh. 400 bits from Animal G. Chaos reigns supreme.
Hold on. Chaos will reign. Mark that down.
I believe it could be about 100 bit shorts of some real chaos.
Oh, he just wants calamity.
Calamities.
That's
I got you.
All right. So, everybody, y'all want to hit your calamity? Then let's just do this.
Well, all right then.
Stop at the day.
This would be a opportune time for me to get syphilis.
It would be. All right. Roll.
Calamity.
There it is. Roll.
All right then. So,
Damn it.
here we go.
Son of a...
Not again.
EW, as you come down for breakfast,
These are the worst.
you notice that there is a special message written for you in an envelope.
Oh, no.
And it definitely bears the how do I want to put this? It definitely
Insignia.
bears the boat insignia of an old affiliation you once had. A poorly drawn rowboat on the envelope.
Oh.
Badger fucker. I'll go ahead and open that up there and see if they can even manage to put pen to paper.
You can see written in there in a scrawled, nasty, angry hand. It doesn't say EW. This here's Pizza Joe. And you ain't out of the Twin Lakes gang yet. You still owe us one last job. The boat launch calls. And you know the boat launch is the hideout of the Twin Lakes gang, where they mostly park their car and don't do anything.
Smoke and drink underage.
Possibly fight. Yeah, there's that.
Fight. That's
As
true.
you are perusing this, you take a breath of fresh air, Laredo. You're walking outside. Oh, it's nice. And all of a sudden, a random shot from out of nowhere and your first finger's gone. You lost your trigger finger. You now shoot left-handed.
Well, that ain't gonna stop me from shooting no gun.
Max Manley, as you are here, going about your day,
I hate you, Animal G.
trying to get down the stairs, and 5 o'clock Shadow is leading you as the most cautious, conscientious beaver you ever done did. But then, as you come out there, you see Chad eyeball. You don't see Chad. You hear Chad eyeballing 5 o'clock Shadow.
Oh, sure, you want to rub it in.
You hear him say,
Eyeballing.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Manley, but I'm going to have to ask you to tie off your animal outside to the hitching post. Can't have no animals here in the dining area. I'm sure you understand.
I'm sure I understand you ain't getting a lick of my money if we're doing that.
Well, I hate to impose, and I know that I could never make it as a blind man, but I want you to know that I greatly appreciate all you've done for us, but I can't have no animals in the dining area. If you'd be so kind as to get him tied off on the hitching post out front, I'd be happy to lead you to it.
I'm sorry, did you just say you were gonna lead me somewhere, Chad?
I am not traditionally a leader of men. I prefer to follow, but I don't want to treat you with any disrespect for everything you've done for us.
Well, I can hitch him, but I ain't gonna pretend he's gonna stay there.
That's fair. And you go out and hitch him off, and all of a sudden,
I don't hitch him off.
a runaway wagon smashes your foot.
God damn it. Mulefoot.
You don't even know where you hitched him off. And then all of a sudden you hear somebody say, "Get on the road!" So I think you found a hitching post.
Nice.
But it weren't the one in front of the Nickel Hotel.
Clearly not.
Lafayette.
Now, what's we got to right here? I tell you right now. Is I just come right out of there with the scratch and sniff portion of the program over at the confectionery. You know what?
Excuse me.
Now, who's about to you or me?
I'm about to be a Lafayette. And I come to understand that you are a man up in here trying to touch on my candies. And I don't like it that very much at all.
Now, there's might be a bit of confusion going on, right? Yeah, I hear what I did. Now, what I did is I been up there in that confectionery with all the miles of money.
Confectionery. I heard what you done on the first step of the confectionery. I heard it all night long. Because I wasn't getting to having no candies because my candies was taken from me. But I have you know, I am not going to have my good name of Lafayette dragged through the mud by an impostor.
My son has been out of Lafayette since my daddy gave it to me when I was a little boy.
We all know you with a liar. You run with a liar. You ain't with the Max Manley. You with the man claiming to be Max Manley. You all is a bunch of pretenders. So I have you know, you and me will tomorrow have a cook-off.
A cook-off?
Oh yeah. You bring your bad gumbo. You bring your bad po' boy. You bring whatever you got in them fancy pants of yours. And we'll see who is the real Lafayette.
I will see you at a high noon, and not a minute before.
I will see you at high noon. And we will have ourselves a cook-off.
Good luck finding yourself some crawdad.
You go find yourself something what is good for food. Cause what I heard is you can't cook none best without that dust and mud, nothing but shits and squads. That's what I heard.
What you'll hear? Well, you be wrong, I tell you right now, because you're gonna find out tomorrow just how good I can cook.
That's what you're gonna find out. And then this drags out this muddled nonsense for a little while, until both are muddling over each other so much, it doesn't even sound like language as
like
much as it sounds like. It sounds like low-speed scatting by two very lazy men. And so, with one calamity, well done, Animal G. There's now going to be a Cajun cook-off I have to deal with. So,
it's a good thing he does plot between sessions, right?
Yeah.
So, as this is being dealt with, gentlemen, you see that Chad is still quite nervous. He is shaken up ever further by the Mulefoot incident that he just feels so terrible about. I'm very sorry, everyone, but it does seem that the sheriff has had to apprehend your friend, Mr. Taylor.
Now, what did he do to be apprehended? That doesn't seem right to me. He's a hero in this town.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I want you to know that that is how you, he, all of you will always remind me. You will always be heroes to me. They say that a hero can save us. And I want you to know I'm not going to stand in your way. But he has been held over at the jail, and I was told to tell you gentlemen the moment you woke up so you would be appraised of the situation before the rumor mill of the town got around.
Well, where is this jail located? We're going to have to go get him out of there.
Well, that'll be next door at the Staff House.
It's an awful long way away.
Yes, it is. Good luck to all of you, and I have prepared breakfast bags for all of you.
Bit of munch on the go. Thank you, Chad.
And you guys all get cheesecloth sacks with loose fried eggs and bacon in them. No bowl!
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Dump that into my traveling cup and just sip that.
Bag of eggs.
Bag of eggs and bacon.
Now, you would not be none too surprised to find out.
And EW here clears the belt. Your bear, everybody's keeping a good distance from your bear.
Pull out a piece of bacon from that mess and toss it over to him. There you go, Sand. Let's see if we can find you some type of parrot dog or something later to munch on.
And with that, he stands up and rips the hitching post out of the ground.
Oh, God damn it, Sand, again? No, down, boy. It's fine. No, we'll do it.
And then he goes back down, and the hitching post lays limp on the ground, uprooted.
Now, you just remember that's about where it's at. Now, we gotta go over look into our friend here. I count he might have been putting irons for how he tends to speak to the Lord. At least that's my guess.
That's a good estimation, I would say.
And, boys, I feeling we've been together for a bit now. It's time I acknowledge the corn. I used to run with some unsavory fellas back in the day.
Haven't we all?
I assumed as much, but I did not want to judge. But these boys, the Twin Lakes gang, they're a couple of odd sticks, but they seem to be looking to pull me back in for one last job. Now, I'd sworn off that life. I'm trying to write my memoir, you see. But,
Memoir.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm just as fine of going in where they keep their fucking horses saddled up all day long doing nothing, just lighting all those fuckers up. Or we could do the job if we're looking for a bit of side coin, but it might not amount to nothing.
Well, let's go find out what happened to our friend over there. And then we'll check up on the Twin Lakes gang.
Yeah, we'll be needing that Gatling gun wagon from the old tool man. Or shall I say the stool man?
The stool man. Damascus.
How's Loretta's reading coming along?
There's some who can read a reading, but they can't read a writing. So we got to write real slow for them.
So get that Gatling gun and fixed up. The Twin Lake boys won't be above snakes for long.
Snakes.
I love it.
I got to say though, however, it seems like there'll be lots of boys around here. There's boys of summer, there's Taco Bell boys, there's Burger King boys, and now we got Twin Lake boys.
Well, there ain't a lot that make it to manhood.
I hear the boys are generally downstairs.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, for that one, I'm going to give you an advantage. I love that.
Inside joke for the win.
Get a random advantage for that one. All right. You wander over to the Stapp house with EW in the lead. As you come above the door, you see that carved into the stone it says Stapp. However, above that is a wooden placard that leaves Yee Haw Sheriff's Office. And inside, you guys see a jail cell and a messy desk behind which Corey Crusher Craig is sitting. And then in that jail cell, of the 3 total jail cells, 2 of which are empty, you do see Tim Damascus Taylor sitting down, sleeping. Now, that said, he does seem to have all of his belongings have been left with him in the jail cell, as well as a nice breakfast. He is, however, sleeping it off right now, and you can see his face is bandaged heavily around the jaw area. And you see it is swollen up somewhat.
Ah, damn it, he went out there to get mule kicked again, didn't he?
Morning, Sheriff. What happened to our friend Triple T here?
Morning, boys. Well, turns out, middle of the night, I had, just a whole mess of people come up in here, found out that Damascus was a Presbyterian. So I have had to, for his own safety, put him in a jail cell till we can get the word of your good deeds spread around enough that people will be willing to overlook his Presbyterian sinning ways. So, as such, considering also that the man-house healing to his jaw appears to be taking some time due to some swelling, I found it best that Tim would be safest in here. Now, I just want you to know, we did our best, and, he's just got his little my own prison going on right here. And I want you to know that we're going to be taking care of him, and ain't going to be no pities for dimes thrown his way. We're going to treat him like a king, because he's done quite a service for this town, and I'm not looking it over. I'm just going to have to do what I can. I unfortunately serve the people, and sometimes the people just don't make smart decisions.
Well, at some point, the town will embrace him with arms wide open.
That's my hope. My hope is that they come right in and just said, well, I just heard the news today that these guys here did all the working of this town to make sure that we are safe. And I said, I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to spread the good word. So this man may be a Presbyterian.
Now,
he's one of the good ones.
Is he a Northern Presbyterian or a Southern Presbyterian? Because
I haven't. You know what? I don't want to delve into whether or not he's of North Arm Presbyterian or Southern Presbyterian. Or I didn't want to delve, because at the end of the day, that's Tim's business. And it's my job to try and smooth things over with this town so we can get on to the real threat. And sure as hell, I don't particularly like Presbyterians either, but I hate them boys this summer.
I suppose that is a fair thing to say then. So how about we go and talk about what we're going to do about them boys this summer?
Well, I got a couple of leads for you all, and whatever you can find out around town, talking what with people. But Lil Jimmy Munch out east, his parents have a ranch, and he says that he done seen campfires, strange riders on the edge of their property.
Thanks, Laser.
Now,
Laser for 22 months.
Hell yeah.
thank you very much, Air Laser. And thank you, Jeff Bezos. So, thank you, Jeff Bezos, and your penis rocket. Okay.
Getting some of that Blue Origin money over here.
So, I can tell you that little Jimmy Munch is a bit of a tall tale. So his parents, they done tell me not to listen, that Jimmy's full of, but at the same time, I got no leads to go off of. So I'm gonna have to be considering that something to take off to. Now, another one is Danger Harvey. Now, Danger Harvey, he is a prospector. He what come out here a long time ago and he's run to one hardship after the next. But I tell you what's just the most heartbreaking is he is the most recent victim of Joe Cotton. And Joe Cotton done stole his woman. As Joe Cotton is rumored to have stolen about 5 in these parts over the past 7 some odd years. Something about his charm, the women just disappear. But they don't come back. I've felt in my bones for a long time Joe Cotton's secretly a boy of summer. He don't live in town. He marauds around like this highfalutin, well, like he's just God's gift to women. I think he's part of some sort of spy network, weaving his way into the hearts of the women of this town for the Dawn. I got no proof, though.
And I don't know about the rest of you all, but I think I've been liking to check out that ranch down over there that he's talking about.
Fine by me. Any leads as good as another.
Sounds like a fair place to start.
Do it.
Not that I ain't got no concern for the ladies at the confectionery, but I would like to go and check out a ranch, because if there's a ranch, that means there are animals. And if there are animals, then there'll be an animal there that I can get to cook for this contest tomorrow.
Contest tomorrow,
always
huh?
for efficiency.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Sure you can have at that horse that ran me over.
Left-handed.
But somewhere along the way, I'll find myself some turmeric.
Turmeric!
Well, Rado, I certainly hope your clown friend is left-handed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, with that, you guys wander out to the Munch family's modest acres.
I bet he had me at Munch.
These modest acres look pretty vast to me.
You guys go on
Oh, are those wagons over there?
This morning. This morning is hot. Just hot as the devil. And as you go riding on out to where you were told, you see this large ranch that you are currently looking at. And you can see off in the distance, about 30 head of sheep. And you can see modest head of cattle, maybe about 10. Unfortunately, all these broken down old cows do seem a little long in the tooth. You don't see any calves. And gentlemen, there should be calves in that field. You don't see no bull neither. As you approach, you see all the doors are shut on Munch's modest acres.
Well, gents, what do you see? I ain't smell no
I know
bullshit.
you don't see nothing.
Bit of livestock, but looks like they're either shut up tight inside or no one's home.
Or they're hiding out.
I suppose we can start by going up there and making ourselves announced by knocking on their door.
You hear a woman yell out, "Jimmy!" And then you see one of the windows slide open, and a boy slithers his way out like an awkward caterpillar who done flops on the ground and then comes running for you guys. He's like,
now here comes just an itty bitty human.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought about it. And he comes running up. He's like, "Are you guys the guys?"
Now, boy, we the fall guys hired by the town of Yee Haw.
Oh, great. I'm Jimmy Month. And let me tell you, there's a guy out there somewhere. He's got a kid. I've seen him. And then you see a woman with a shotgun come marching up to all y'all, and she's coming up behind her boy.
Oh, afternoon, ma'am. We mean no
Howdy,
harm.
ma'am.
We are the fall guys, not to be confused with the fallout guys.
Not
the same
group.
Please don't mistake. But we mean no harm. We sent over here on word of the sheriff.
All right.
Oh, you say? I'll need one of y'all to make a persuasion, a charm check.
Now, I don't happen to be very good at that charm, but I do happens to have. Yeah, no, as I don't. Never mind.
Anything good there?
If I'm making a bit of a charm check.
Go for it. Don't be a pansy about it either. The name of my leadership skill, by the way.
Oh,
Don't be a pansy about
That's
it.
what it is. Don't be a pansy. I
Don't
love
be a
that.
pansy.
41. Success. Just barely.
She lowers the tip of the gun, which was not aimed directly at you, but it was slowly rising. Ada. My name's Ada. Jim here's my nephew. Welcome to Munch's Modest Acres, gentlemen. Come on in then. I guess I'll be making y'all some coffee then. She looks distraught and brings you inside. She sets out a small amount of hardtack, some coffee, and she lays out for y'all some smoked dried fish.
Mmm.
Delicacy.
My, thank you very much. Better than
I
this.
would've-
It's not good.
I was going to say, I like to use my hunting and cooking skill to determine where she went wrong with her fish.
This stuff was properly dried, but it's been dried and salted for so long, it's essentially a rock.
Mm-mm.
You could get fish to become a rock. She has managed it.
So easy eating fossil.
Yes.
Well, now, this is not going to do.
Excuse me?
Now, what size is 10 is I think I got myself a little bit of snake left over from right here. I can make
Oh.
myself a little bit of that snake, I think.
Oh,
Well, our friend here is something of a cook.
well, I don't know about having a gentleman in my kitchen, cooking in my kitchen now.
Oh, no, don't be confused. I am not myself a gentleman. I'm occasional.
Oh, well, if you're a Cajun, then all right then. So she lets you go.
He's a regular dough puncher.
So,
Dough puncher.
Jimmy, can you go play in the back or something? It's like, yeah, of course I can. I go in the back. And then you guys can see that Jimmy hides behind one of the chairs at the table and is eyeballing all of you with fascination. However, Etta doesn't seem to have noticed that. My sister and her husband were killed a long time ago by the boys of summer, so I come on out here to take over the Munch's Modest Acres with the heir of Munch's Acres, little Jimmy here. And I'm just me, Jimmy, and I'm at a world, so All I'm trying to do out here is just take my time and try and see that everything will someday be all right. But it's cruel with all these boys this summer. Now, I don't know what Jimmy's done told you. He is a teller of tall tales. I think he's just like, Jimmy! I think that there's a camp, and I saw a guy, and I think he's a boy of summer.
Now, how far out was this camp you saw, Jimmy?
The edge of our property is 5 miles that way. It's down in the lower Cork, the old dry creek.
Why, that's good for us. Have high ground.
I imagine we could go and investigate that.
Okay, so there's a dry creek, and then it's past that. You go, it's the old hot springs, and it doesn't work anymore. It's the Wayne Hot Springs. You go out that way, and you gotta be careful, because there's a lot of rocks and you can't see. So if you're gonna get a suit out, then you guys are gonna need me as a guide.
I don't think we're gonna have you be tagging along there, Jimmy. That's gonna be far too dangerous. Them boys of summer, they don't come to play.
It's okay, because I'm gonna sneak in, pretending to be a boy of summer. Look, I got my hair combed back, and then I got my sunglasses, and he puts them on. He's like, so I can see them, and so I come in there and say, I'm a boy of summer too, and I want to know, you guys, and make a camp, be an outlaw, and then I got a gun, and you see that he's got a big 44 revolver.
An actual gun?
Yeah, and then you see, so Etta starts chasing Jimmy around. Jimmy, get that gun! No!
What an itty bitty boy like that doing with a gun like that?
It seems like a tragedy waiting to happen.
Well, look now, boys to men happens real quick.
She rolls a 1, swipes the gun out of his hand, and in one motion pops open the chamber with one hand and drops all the bullets into the pocket of her calico dress. And then she does another flick, and then suddenly the chamber falls out and rolls across the floor.
I'm not saying that she ain't done this before, but I'm guessing she's done this before.
This world.
You are roused. You go in the back now while I talk to these men. And then he goes back. And he actually goes back.
It's my boy.
Well, can't blame him for trying, I guess.
Our apologies if we're something of a bad influence on the young lad.
Oh, if really anyone is an influence on the lad, he's so hungry he would eat the world if he could, just to get a smack of attention. I just tell myself a little bit every day, maybe someday everything will be all right. Maybe.
We still appreciate his tip. We'll look into that. Might need to. They take any of your cattle we should be looking out for, perhaps?
We have had a number of cattle go missing. I wasn't quite sure what to blame it on. Jimmy likes to blame everything on this boogeyman boy of summer living on our property, but I personally think Coyote's got an eyeball on our herd.
Oh, Coyote.
Oh, damn coyotes, huh?
Can't be trusted.
Now, that is a problem.
Now, if that be the case, we should be able to find some tracks out there. And I happen to be one of the premier hunter and tracker.
Well, I would love that. Any help you gentlemen are willing to offer, just God bless you. God bless every single one of you.
Give me a few moment, and I'll tell you whether or not you got a coyote on your property.
All right. This will be at 10% more difficult.
Okay, so this is a challenge in a roll. It is a good thing, though, that I happen to have a skill for handle animal called head coyote. But we should go out there and see if we can summon ourselves a coyote out here on this here property. With a here coyote roll. Oh, that's a 6. That is most certainly a success. For here coyote.
That's quite a coyote.
We'll use a little bit of my snake and I'll set myself a little trap for a coyote. And the coyote cannot resist a snake when it's cooked up proper like that. So I will got it all cooked up proper so that the aroma will be a wafting down the wind ways until they find themselves a coyote who will come this way to get it. And we hear snuff it. That's when I shall shoot it with my twice barrel carabine shotgun.
So
10 seconds later, little Jimmy appears. Ow!
as you are looking at these tracks, one thing becomes abundantly clear. It took you a little while longer to find them, despite the fact that you were seeing plenty of trail sign. You saw broken branch here, a rearrangement of the dead debris that would incline one to believe that there's a path. And yet, while you immediately found this trail path, tracks did seem oddly difficult. And yet, you do find some. And then you notice something odd. There have been attempts to hide these tracks.
Are you suggesting that the coyote walk a single file to hide their number?
It is well known around these parts.
But you manage to track these tracks across the hills up to the top of a ravine. And looking down, you can see 3 coyotes sleeping.
I don't know about you, Lafayette, but do you know anything about how coyotes cook up?
Well, now, I'll tell you what I know about a coyote. Is that a coyote is just another dog. And where I come from, we cook up a dog all the time. Because sometimes when you in New Orleans or you in Baton Rouge, a dog is all you got to work with.
Oh no.
Oh.
Animal G, 500 bits for something here that I'll let Levi read.
And so,
Of course he does.
As you're looking down at this ravine, all of a sudden,
I'm waiting for it.
You little bastard. Oh, Animal G. Animal
Take that
G.
moment of surprise immediately when it was offered to us. It's our own fault.
We shoot him in the face!
Especially when the cat is involved.
you hear a and then a ka-chunk as an axe is thrown at
God damn it, is it Shia LaBeouf in coyote form?
He came back.
Shia LaRuff?
Oh, don't even.
Lafayette. There is an axe in your back. You take 9 damage.
Would this be a chance for me to roll a dodge? To dodge a projectile?
You could, yes.
You see you're gonna
Then I
roll a
would
dog?
like to try to attempt to roll a dodge on this projectile, because I do not want to be having that in my back.
I'm sorry, did you say you're gonna roll a doge?
A doge.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a doge roll against a dog. That would be a success. I dodge the dog.
It goes past you. And then you hear and a weird, disjointed, horrible yapping noise. And all of a sudden it echoes all around the ravine. As you notice, you don't see any additional coyotes, but there are the 3 at the bottom of the ravine that do seem to still be asleeping.
Yeah, now.
And now we are going to enter initiatives.
That there sounds like a
Coyote
decoy.
ambush.
That's a D10 plus your modifier from Quick Draw. In case you
Well,
forgot what it is.
We
In
will
that
always
case,
need you to tell us.
That's why I'm here, to remind you of the rules that you should already know by now.
rules, where we're going, we don't need no stinking rules.
Oh, it's the modifier.
It's the modifier, which is a 10 spot, unless you have another modifier on top of it.
When we roll low, it's good, right?
No,
Not on this
Great.
one.
What is happening
For the
now?
Bachelor,
For the Bachelor?
hell is that?
Which one's the bachelor?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
Technically,
Probably
because
Cameron?
there's gonna be a wedding.
Right.
So we're already married, but
Or then it is
we're gonna make him be specific.
You gotta be specific there, Coyote Man.
It's for the coyote.
Coyote.
It's for
All right.
Yeah.
Ah.
Roll the wheel, butter my button, call me a biscuit table.
Butter my bun, come American.
Ooh. You find yourself a skeezer lamp hood. Can't see? Let skeezer get you where you belong.
Nice.
You find a lamp that you can open and shut with a shutter, and
Fantastic.
it has a hidden feature.
Oh, which I don't know.
Give me a book learning check.
Oh, I can do that. Ah,
Can you now?
I can't do it very well, but I can do it. Let's see, did I take anything? I didn't take anything. All right, let's check our book learning. I rolled a 79. That surely is not a success.
You got yourself a lantern.
Nice.
And the rest of y'all notice that he is turning around this lantern, and there is clearly listed on the switch, on the side, a switch that says hidden feature written above the switch that he seems to have completely overlooked as he puts this in his bag.
Now, would you be
Amazing.
suggesting that a Joe Laredo did not know how to read?
I'm not directly saying that.
I would
I
like to
might be
remind you
partially implying it, though.
that I have an early reading primer called Jack Goes West.
That is
I'm
You do have an early
learning.
reading primer.
I'm learning.
Damn, that's good.
I forgot about that.
All right. If you want, I will let you sacrifice pages out of Jack Goes West by pulling them out and lining up the letters till they match the letters on the lantern to deduce how to read.
We're absolutely gonna do that.
But in order to do that, you will be losing letters from the primer.
Are you saying I'll never learn those letters if I tear them out of the book?
That is correct. So here's what I need from you. You are going to roll whatever you got as a skill to attempt to do this without tearing out the least amount of pages.
Okay.
Amazing.
I got absolutely nothing as a skill that would apply to that.
That's a perfect skill.
I'll take something that's common sense related, maybe. Or if you just roll common sense, I'll just take that.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to do that.
Yes, that's
Don't
correct,
it?
Animal G. Your loot is calamity. Always.
A 15.
What?
We have succeeded. I roll a 15.
All right, then. Roll a d4.
D4. That is a number 1.
You manage.
Where is it at? Hold on. We discussed this before, that the only way I can get this nose to stick is I have to wipe all the oils off of my
That boy
nose
shows up.
in order to get this to stick. Whoa, good thing. What's my name? Good thing Buttons can read.
But you find yourself holding a page from Jack Goes West reading primer for children, and you have seemingly removed the D is for dog page to line it up to the D in the word hidden. So you now have deduced from the primer that this says hidden feature switch. So you can now find the switch and use it, but you no longer know how to read the letter D.
And all
Well,
it took
that
was for him
seems
to
like
remove his-
something I should do. Flip it.
You did really great. You only lost one letter from the alphabet.
That's not so bad.
I mean, it's just D. It's not important or anything.
He only lost the D.
Buttons never loses his D.
So you have found the hidden feature switch.
I flip the hidden features.
The hidden feature switch, and gentlemen, a side panel opens in this lantern, projecting the lantern light outside at a distance, and you guys see the forced perspective of a tiny ship that is the color of lantern flame, as if it is sitting vaguely on the horizon, made of flame.
That is what I'm fucking talking about.
It looks like somehow during broad daylight, which it shouldn't. It works much better at night. You guys can barely see it right now. At night, it works great. It looks like you guys have one of those tins that has all the holes cut into it. You put a candle inside up against a bunch of like dark walls, and it lights it up, except it's a tiny ship. And it can only be made at distance.
It's a forced perspective ship.
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, you got yourself a ghost ship lantern.
And now we go to initiatives. So, what did you get, Lafayette, as your initiative?
I believe I was an 8.
8. And Buttons, what'd you get?
I got a 6.
A 6. And we don't got him. And EW, what'd you get?
Double ones for an 11.
11. Very nice. Max Manley, what did you get?
Same.
11. Gentlemen, well played. So, as it stands, because Max Manley is blind, he does not get to go before EW. EW goes first, because I will generally crap on the blind guy. Because he's blind.
Ableist.
Par for the course.
So, right now, EW, you have the initiative. You can see there is, behind you, where the axe came from, you see a single, mangy-looking, twitchy coyote that looks half sick.
All right. Well, now hold on there, little guy. Maybe we can just figure this out. And I'm gonna use my skill in persuasion to pull out my pistol and fire my entire rounds in him for my shoot from the hip ability.
The Persuader.
The Persuader, yeah. So that's
They call him the Persuader.
I do appreciate how AW is a man of few words.
a bit of
He
thunder and
uses a lot
smoke
of
here
them.
on this rat-a-tat-tat.
It's always
Coyote's eyeballing
rat-a-tat-tat.
you weird, and his whole body is shaking like a chihuahua.
Ooh. Well, the first one was definitely a miss at a 91.
Oh, but never mind. I understand how they work now. See, Joe Laredo, he got a book with letters that he match up to things, but EW just put all his letters on his bullets and fire words right at them. That's how he talks.
Misses. One hit. Ugh.
Well, the penis is mightier than the sword.
I don't think that's what you meant to say.
I think it's exactly what I meant.
Lord, that was... Ugh. Okay, 3 hits, 3 misses. I have a pretty high skill there. I rolled so high on most of those. Ugh.
You guys see EW pull out his gun, pulls back the hammer, blam, 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 and a couple shots go wide. The 3 land true, thunk, thunk, thunk. And then you guys see the coyote falls down as out of his wounds sod tumbles. And his body continues to shake as a hornet's nest pours out of the stuffed decoy coyote you just shot. And they swarm around your body.
This is not ideal.
Well, this is very ideal because I'm very good at collecting hornets, as we done learned earlier.
That's true. That's so true.
And the hornets have swarmed you with an attack of 15 EW. So, now that you've been smacked up with hornets right now, you are going to be taking, let's see here.
I'm not questioning that there was a decoy coyote full of hornets, but I am more questioning how the decoy coyote hornets managed to throw an axe at me.
And also how decoys on decoys.
You get 7 points of hornet damage of stab in your hornet body.
That's right.
And
not my hornet body.
You're now surrounded in a cloud of angry wasps. And so you are going to take a disadvantage until you can leave this cloud or make them disperse.
Okay.
Max Manley, you have the floor.
Well, Max Manley turns his eyeless sockets to EW, whereas I will call him from now on the Wicker Man.
you can hear the hornets, and you can sense where the swarm is because it makes so much noise.
Not the bees! And I will listen for where the bullets hit. I'm thinking, certainly, there must still be a bad guy there, right? That's clearly where the getting's good. I'm assuming I don't hear any other targets, right?
You do not hear. Hold on. I'll tell you what. I'll give you. I will roll with. We are gonna now assume that you have a level of daredevil hearing.
Yeah.
Not quite to his degree, mind.
I mean, it's some good shit.
But it's pretty dang good. So what we're gonna do is I will roll to see how quiet-like I am. And
Uh-oh, bits for calamity.
Oh, a calamity.
calamity.
Who's getting it? Oh, roll a D4 to choose.
It's coming to EW. EW.
Oh boy.
Hit it.
Oh, no.
Shot my gun.
As you EW, you aim down sights, and all of a sudden you hear, "Ding!" and your gun is shot clean out of your hand into the ravine. You have no gun.
Oh, good thing I shot every last bullet out of it.
I don't know where that shot came from, but you do see that all across the way there is a barrel, and there's a little trail of smoke as you see a barrel. Sorry, I just realized.
It's a gun shooting a gun?
Barrel to barrel.
You see behind a barrel as built by a cooper, you see a barrel as built by a gunsmith slide back behind the cooper's barrel.
And the hell, I was about to guess that one of your Miss Boys had a ricochet and come right back at you.
Max Manley, I rolled very well. You have a plus 30 difficulty to try and find me.
Oh, is that so? Well,
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and use my I'ma get you, aka tracking. And, with a plus 30, I miss. I fail.
Okay.
I fail.
Sorry, I rolled a 7. So, this is my game, y'all.
Apparently. All right. Well, in that general vicinity, I'm gonna tap old 5 o'clock shadow, aka Winona. All right.
A big brown beaver and she strokes him all the time.
Where are they, girl? Point them out.
You hear the shuffling, and then you hear of her tail turning around and smacking ground with her ass.
All right. I pivot. I orient. And I start blasting.
Then blast away with triple disadvantage. You know I haven't cowpoke.
Hey, they know what company they're in. They'll dodge if they need to. All right, so my worst roll is a clear failure of 87.
All right, you guys see Max Manley just aim his gun in the general direction of where 5 o'clock shadow smacked the ground and then ran out the way. And just blam, blam, blam. He's just like unloading in the distance.
And he's just going to start Terminator walking that way, just carrying it. I'm going to get you. Just like...
And with that, from behind the barrel, you guys see a gun pop up with a single furry paw, and then a head pops out to the side with it's a coyote. And he looks exactly like the one you guys shot with sawdust. And you hear him going,
Hey, Levi. Max Manley is gruff looking, which is a feat that gives him plus 15% on intimidation checks because he looks so fucking messed up in the face.
So, yeah. So you're so scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a charm to intimidate.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see, that's 2 percentile. Let's grab that one. That is a 26, which is a success, I believe.
Okay. I will treat it as, oh no.
Crazy guy, you were supposed to retire. Get out of here. Get out of here. Quit throwing bits at us.
This one goes out to Buttons. Roll your calamity Buttons.
Fantastic. This can only go good places. Oh.
Okay, so your Buttons, you're over here, and all of a sudden you notice there's another fuzzy thing over here. Huh?
Well, what's that?
Yeah, what is that? Is that a coyote? All of a sudden, and it's on your face. It is on your face. Okay.
You get attacked by a face hugger. It's really a possum.
But it's actually just a possum.
This possum on your face chews and claws. Give me a vitality roll to ensure. Oh, what's on his face is a pop. Oh, you guys didn't see what it said. He rolled varmints. Possum ain't dead. Face attack. So he thought he saw maybe another coyote, except it was a little bit like salt and pepper color, and a little bit like, oh, that's a creepy little rat tail. A little bloated. All right.
It's at moments like these, those years in clown college really pay off.
This is all natural. No college needed.
What did
Possum
you get
yells
for
out,
your
"Got your
vitality?"
nose!"
I would have not rolled it yet, but I do have the skill of varmint taming. Will that help me at all?
It certainly will, as this is
That's
a
some shit.
varmint.
Ain't that some shit?
All right. I forget what that means. Does that mean I add something to something?
It is a 10
You add 10% to the roll.
to
You only have
the
one
skill,
rating.
and then roll underneath that new roll.
Fantastic. Whoa. That is a 25, which is well under 56.
All right, then you rolled very well. You reduce the damage I would have rolled to only a D4. You take 2 points of damage as sheer fear of this varmint. As he's like, ah! What do you do to wrangle this varmint and calm its emotions?
Let's see. So, what most people don't know is there's a secret spot on the back of their neck that if you pinch it just right, they about near fall asleep.
So you reach back and do that little pinch. He's like, and he's suddenly just the sweetest sleeping little possum. Broad daylight. Poor little guy should have been asleep anyway.
He was just mad because he got woke up.
Yeah. Danged old coyotes. Speaking of which,
He's just playing possum.
The coyote.
Yep.
Bring it.
Max Manley, how dare you come marching up at me with your scary face? So I'm going to take your, it's a 15% is your gruffness.
That is correct.
I'm going to treat that as a penalty to what I roll.
Damn
So
right.
I'm going to take that as a debuff, just on top of my roll.
That is actually how that actually works in that game. But who's
Well,
gonna...
good. Then that makes sense. So, with that, I miss with my first shot. I'm going to take my second shot, and it will still have... I'm going to try and shake loose your... No, I lost. So, I lost to your intimidation. And the second shot goes wide. Pew!
Y'all hear something?
You heard very loudly a rifle shot coming from the barrel. Okay. You heard a rifle shot coming from a large object that has created a strange echo for the sound. So you can tell there's something in the path between you and this gun because of the way the sound's behaving. You do not know what it is, though. It could be a barrel, or a man, or a refrigerator, which you done heard is a thing out west. Okay.
It's called an icebox.
That's what I meant to say. All right, so
Gave yourself
Popeye,
away there,
you have the
boy.
floor.
Well, now I was looking over my situation right here, and what I see is there's a bunch of hornets on AW. But AW ain't got no gun no more to get rid of them hornets. And then there's a possum that has shown up and is taking a nice little nap over there. And what I see is all the things I need to make a proper meal later. But since they are predisposed, what I do notice is that there's a barrel over there, which Max Manley is walking towards, and it has its what seems to be in there a coyote. And I know a bit about coyotes. So what I was going to done did...
Somebody Lafayette, he's hitting you again.
He just wants me to directly get one.
I'm going to give him 100 bits to attack Crazy Ike from the grave.
No D4 this time. We just got to roll straight up on here.
I'm going to spend 500 bits to have him get taken out in jail.
You guys see, walking out of the back, as you're marching up, all of a sudden, you get a right cross to the face from the butt of a shotgun.
You ain't no local team.
Crazy Ike, you are in jail to keep you safe from all the people that are hating on Presbyterians.
And the gun butt comes across your face for 5 points of damage, Lafayette.
Yeah, well, that hurt just a
As
little
you
bit.
see a man with a sheriff's badge standing over you, and it says, "You ain't no local teen.
Now, that is crazy that my current character is being assaulted by my last character.
You're trespassing here on Munch's Modest Acres. I'm Sheriff Duke. This is within my jurisdiction. And this here should only be Etta World, Jimmy Munch. You don't look like her. You definitely don't look like a local squirrely teen who carries a 44. So what are you doing in these parts, trespassers?" All right, so I gotta get Sheriff Duke in here.
Got pushed by Sheriff Duke. They're always leggy. It's true. Come on, Crazy Ike. What? What? That's it. When I get back to town, I'm taking the tool man out.
If you can find him.
What?
Hold on. My
What?
last gift is Jeff Calamity. Hold on.
Did you read what I just rolled?
No, what'd you just roll? What just happened?
The Calamity.
Roll the
The
Calamity.
Oh! Okay. As you are walking, all of a sudden, you're trying to reach around, Max, to try and figure out with one of your hand weapons what's going on with this coyote. What's going on here? And you feel a barrel, and all of a sudden, you feel in the barrel, maybe there's like some straw or some hay, some sort of cover. Oh, the little bastard's hiding in cover. And all of a sudden, inside the cover, you feel something soft and fragile. And I was thinking, and in the weeds in the barrel, what's this in the weeds? It's a baby. And you see poked up on top of the barrel now, shoved up from underneath, a human baby.
Now, I thought pretty sure I heard a story about a time where a man on a buffalo found a baby in a bush and then just gave it to some random lady that he found along the way.
Max Bailey picks up the baby. Stop being a pussy. Man up.
Now, you had not determined whether it is a boy or girl, baby. You just going to just assume.
You now have a baby. Okay, Lafayette, what are we going to do with your turn?
Well, now, what I was going to do is now I got this sheriff up in my face, apparently.
That's
so,
right.
what I wasn't going to do is I was going to spend on my first AP, and I was going to use my skills of a hunting and a cooking, and I was going to sneak up on that coyote in that bit of barrel, because he's in a barrel and cannot see me coming, so I was going to be stealth-like.
Max's inventory, baby.
Going on the back.
Now, there's one thing I notice about a hunting coyote is that you have to know the proper call if you want to get a coyote to come out. And everybody knows that a coyote doesn't want to eat anything more than a roadrunner. And I happen to know the beep beep sound that a roadrunner makes. So I'm going to get right up next to the barrel and I'm going to make a beep beep sound. And when he fixes his head up, I'm going to shoot him with my twice barrel carabine, point blank.
Give me a charm, and I gotta see if I can resist wandering into the barrel of your gun.
Meat.
Oh, now I'd like to spin myself a little moxie. We're going to re-roll that, because that's not a very good roll. Oh, wait, it's luck. I got to spin 5 luck, don't I? That's right.
From what I understand, that call never works anyway. You just end up with an anvil on your head.
Well, it is unfortunate that Beep Beep does not work as it was depicted in the cartoons, apparently.
As you go beep beep, you suddenly see.
Who got the keys to my Jeep?
You suddenly look over and see the barrel in front of Max Manley.
Oh no!
Oh my god! It's an actual Roadrunner though, and it's amorous. Okay, hold on.
No, I'm very fortunate because our Roadrunners are good eating. Coyotes are not wrong when they suggest that.
God.
I gotta find a Roadrunner now.
An amorous one.
Yeah, that's a very specific character, you know.
Hey, you know what?
You sound like a
If
perfect
you
lady.
make the right Roadrunner calls, then you know what'll happen.
Meep, le meep. Dude, I want it to be Pepe Le Pew.
It's like Pepe Le Pew, but Roadrunner.
Yeah, it's super fucking fast.
Hello, my little delicate flower.
Instead of like prancing behind you slowly, it's just like always on you.
Well, now
Just
I
constantly
sure
sticking
which
its tongue out.
recipe I'm going to use for my
This-
cook.
This is not a Roadrunner, but it's the best I got right now, and it's got its own charm as well. So this here.
Let's see, where is it?
Oh, it's a crow with an eyeball.
As you get the beep beep, all of a sudden you hear beep, and then over here to the side, you see as you make your call, this thing comes running up to your leg and it just starts nuzzling. And then it hops up, Lafayette, onto your shoulder, and it starts trying to peck into your open mouth.
Wait now.
Do you let this happen, or do
I
you not
think it
want this to
likes
happen?
Well,
It's like a tiny jackhammer going straight for your soft pits.
well, I suppose I should not have let it peck at my own teeth, because I do not currently have anything in my mouth by which to feed it, like a baby bird. So I will.
So, what are you going to do to avoid this action?
Well, I suppose then I shall have to spend my last AP in
Diesel
order
shot.
to. I happen to have a fighting skill that we learned down at the bayou. And down at the bayou, we have a thing we like to call, diesel shot is a raid in people.
Diesel shot and crew.
Welcome.
Hey.
You're here to watch just in time to see an amorous Roadrunner mating ritual with one
Now,
Lafayette.
down here in the bayou, we have what we like to refer to as gator wrestling, by which we learn to wrestle all manner of animals. And so what we're going to done did is we're just going to use our gator wrestling skills to just to grab this little Roadrunner right off of me, right here, and we're going to use it as some bait to get that coyote to come out of that barrel after all.
All right, go for it.
So this is going to be the brawn plus a gator wrestling. Because we have to do this to get the gators to jump up out there sometimes too.
That's true.
Man, you're having a rough time.
I'm having a rough day today. Apparently that is not working either.
Hate you.
Fail! The Roadrunner successfully jams her beak into your mouth, depositing multiple times in a courtship ritual, which I do realize a female Roadrunner would not do this, and it would be the male. But the female Roadrunner, she deposits bits of bug and worm and just regurgitates it into your mouth to feed you, so you give her affections.
Ooh.
Well, that was actually tastier than I thought it was going to be.
And she hops down and she looks at you a couple times. Beep, beep. And then she takes off. And I just slowly turned into a spindle for a
You
hot
did.
second there.
Yeah,
You did.
Because I slid into it. I felt it.
Damn it, Betty. Quit messing around with her man.
So with my last AP then, because I got one AP left, I suppose I shall just put my barrel into that barrel and I shall just fire away. Since all attempts to lure a coyote out of the barrel have apparently failed today, I shall just blast this coyote who is in that barrel, should make him a relatively easy target.
Go for it.
And that's what we shall do. That's a critical failure. Is what that is right there.
Your gun explodes, doing damage to you.
Amazing.
My carabine just blew up in my face, apparently.
Your carabine did 7 damage to you, and that gun is ruined and irreparable unless you take it to a craftsman. This is not something you can jury rig together and make it work.
Now, is it safe to say that Coyote did what coyotes do best, and he just stuck his finger right in the barrel of my twice-barrel carabine, and he just curled backwards like in the...
Y'all see, as he's getting ready, you see the coyote poke up and go thunk with the finger, and then it blows up in his face, and you see his face is all black, and his hair is blasted back, and his hat has a giant bullet shot, like it looks like Pac-Man bit the front of his hat off. And then the top part of his hat stays for just a minute all black, and then his ash, it rains down. So now Lafayette has a weird missing crown brim, and you can see his blackened hair in the middle of it.
Is his hair slicked back?
His hair, well, I don't know. Is he trying to court the boys of summer?
I imagine it not so much a slick back as it is a blasted back.
It's blasted back, which is not how the
technicality. We'll let it slide this time. Just this time.
So, Buttons, you're up.
All right. So there's been a lot of chaos here, and I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at anymore. Can I get a refresher?
In front of you, a roadrunner just runs past you real fast for no reason.
As far as hostile coyotes, do we just have the one, or is there any more?
Give me a common sense check.
Is this for trying to find a varmint?
Oh, yes, it is.
Because I've also got varmint finding. In addition to varmint
taming. Varmint finding on this. This is a perfect use of varmint finding.
Amazing.
That is a 57, which, oh wait, is this common sense? Which is not enough. I have failed. I had a 53 with my varmint finding. I was close.
Oh no, I see something's coming.
There's something's a brewing
down the pipeline.
Somebody's
up to something. All right,
it's a Captain Carrion, so it can only be good for us.
You say that. You say that. We'll find out.
All right, so we only see the one.
Yes.
Well, I'll have you know that Buttons is still a cowboy, even if he is a clown. And he's gonna hog tie that coyote.
All right.
On a steel horse he rides.
Remember how I do this.
Hog tying I would probably consider quick draw.
Let me see. It's got an actual thing here. It says, when attempting an animal handling test with a rope, you have advantage.
All right, then.
So it's a handle animal.
That comes out charm.
Charm.
Charming.
So I will get an advantage. And can we put varmint taming along inside this?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
All right.
Trying to tame a varmint. This is a varmint.
A touch taser? What the hell's a touch taser?
Roll it twice, right? Just roll it twice? Okay. Let's see what we got here.
I'm curious.
The first one is a 19. But I'm going to go ahead and roll it again just in case I get doubles. Right?
That's right.
I just remember that. I did not, but I did succeed again, so I guess I succeed.
All right. You go up, and all of a sudden, you guys see Buttons just do his shaky, unnerving approach. Off kilter and such, not unlike Captain Jack Sparrow, as if he's almost about to fall over at any given second, and yet somehow stays on balance. And as he wanders over, you see him reach in,
just like that,
reach in with his arm, just like he's noodling in a creek, and yank out the coyote, slap it down, and as it's getting slapped down to the ground, bam, like a dry slap on the ground. Dust cloud goes up. By the time the dust cloud clears, he is a hog-tied coyote. EW.
All right, well, get myself out of the situation with these bees. I would like to go ahead and take 5 whole doses from Stephanie's snuff box for the discerning debutante and toss that shit up into the air.
That is fantastic.
And then I'm going to use my AP with the coyote that's now been hog tied up. About how far away is that? Was that within 1 movement range to the feet of me?
Yes. There are 3 coyotes that are down in the bottom of a ravine.
But the one by the barrel who shot the gun out of my hand just got hog tied.
That is the one that has been hog tied. Yes.
All right, that's where I want to head to. So I'm gonna help me assist get out of this. I'm gonna employ my skill and use some goddamn calisthenics to try and roll my way out of this after I toss my snuff in the air.
It's like you just didn't care.
Yes. That is a brawn roll with my skills. That is a 34 to 7, 4 to 6. Oh my god.
Did it land?
It did, yeah, about 1 point. About 1. So I rolled out. And
all right.
Is the gun over by the other coyote visible that he was shooting us with?
Yes, it is. It is in the barrel.
All right. Before I pick that up, though, this coyote, he motherfucked me. So I'm pulling out my Coda Gal blade.
Amazing.
And we gonna be fighting.
W is amazing.
Just roll damage. He's hogtied.
Oh, okay.
You can't do nothing about it.
That's a D10 for the Coda Gal blade.
Now, if you just want to kill this coyote, then I'm just gonna let that happen because I don't see the coyote getting out of this right now. He's heavily outnumbered.
Right. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a rule where if he has helped us, you can spend 1 AP for a coup de grace.
Oh, well, if that's the case, it would be 1 AP to stab him anyway, so I'll do exactly that.
The old coup de grace.
How does his story end, EW?
I'm just gonna gut him from end to sternum there. I'm trying not to get too messy. I mean, Lafayette might want to use some of this, so just a nice, clean, straight between where he's hog-tied there. Open up his gullet.
All right, everybody, roll common sense.
Common sense.
And this would be a perception-related.
Oh, is it now? Is it now?
That's actually...
Is it varmint perception related?
I will take
Wow.
varmint perception relation.
Wow, I failed, but I didn't feel like Lafayette failed.
I failed as well.
If it's a perception check involving sight, you don't bother rolling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dustin, did you roll the 88?
Oh, I did.
Did you critically fail?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a most certainly a critical failure on my part to see whatever was us all right there.
I just critically succeeded with an 11.
Wow.
Because you have yet to submit to the sheriff, you are gun-butted in the back of the head and knocked to the ground, Lafayette. With your critical failure, you take 2 more points of damage.
Oh, that is.
Dang, yo.
Right there.
Max Manley don't see nothing.
What?
And
That's
Lafayette,
crazy.
And, I had a critical success with an 11.
Oh, nice. So, Buttons, did you see this or no?
I did not.
Okay, so only you see this, which is actually kind of perfect. So you're gutting this coyote, and then you look over and notice you see in the negative spaces, perfectly camouflaged, 1, 2, 3, 4, upwards of a dozen. And the only reason you notice them is because that's when they decide to move. You see a bunch of coyotes looking at you, and then they all do this. And then they vanish behind something, whether it be a cactus or a barrel or stone. And even one, you notice, is behind an abandoned cart in the middle of the plain right here. And yet, as it disappears behind that abandoned cart, you suddenly see the abandoned cart fall over like a theater flag. It wasn't even real.
There's something fishy going on around here.
I don't like these coyote boys.
And all the coyotes seem to be gone.
Speak
up now!
Now, if you would be so kind as to let me get up here, I can explain.
This fruit seal.
Give me a charm roll that is challenging.
A challenging charm roll. Well, it ain't like I've made any of the others, so we will go ahead. We shall just try this. Oh, that is actually a success.
Nice.
All right then, but keep your hands where I can see it. And he takes a couple steps back. He takes about 5 paces back, so he is out of grabbing your gun range. And he lightly trains his shotgun vaguely at your midsections while maintaining eye contact.
It just so happened that Lafayette has a feat that's going to come into play right here. Well, Lafayette has a feat called Story Time. And with a Story Time, I get advantage on deception checks. Upon which I'm going to tell a story.
Well, tell your story, man.
Well, I'm going to tell him a little story about how we got out here to come check on some of livestock. In the boys of summer. And in the midst of all
a female roadrunner that is now perched on your shoulder, also listening to your story. And you notice she has taken a desert flower and put it in her plumage.
Now, me and my friends here, the fall boys, we was over there in a Yee Haw, and while we was there, we talked to a particular sheriff, and Corey Craig, and he's telling us. If it comes out this way, yeah, Corey Craig.
He ain't the sheriff of Yee Haw.
Are you the sheriff of Yee Haw?
I have been sent because I got word through telegraph that the sheriff has passed, and the office wants sent out a new lawman to take over. Craig is just some boy, to my knowledge.
Well, then you just be in luck, because when we's done here, we's going to go back to Yee Haw, and you can come right along with us.
I don't like you.
That
and I don't
okay.
like your mush mouth accent. You Presbyterian?
I know, but I do happen to know one, and he is in a Yee Haw, so if you want to go find yourselves a Presbyterian, I can show you where he's at.
Selling him out.
What ain't
Corey
done?
Crusher Craig has already put him in jail, so you is not going to find him anywhere but in the jail already.
Well, boys, then I guess we'll consider this a well-met and how do you do. My name's Sheriff Duke, and as of the moment I set foot in Yee Haw, Texas, and have had a conversation with Mr. Craig and the mayor, I will officially be the sheriff as I show off my papers. So, gentlemen, I will expect order in my town, and I'd best not see you fall guys, was it?
Fall Guys.
Yeah, that's right.
That's us.
Better not see you fall guys messing around with any local teens in my town. If you ever come across a woman named Linda Ferguson, stay away, Jim.
Now, Linda Ferguson, does she work at the confectionery?
Do not say the saintly name of Linda Ferguson with your mush-mouth lips, boy. You gentlemen have a fine Christian day. And with that, he starts walking towards Yee Haw.
Max Manley turns around, baby in arms.
He has a baby.
Now look here, baby man. If you're gonna be hanging around here, taking up space, having your slack carried, your shit cleaned up, you're gonna work. You're gonna work.
Oh, God.
Now here is a fucking slingshot. Let's stick the right slingshot in the baby's hand.
The baby, who is a baby, lacks the dexterity of holding said slingshot and drops it.
Now, damn it, baby, do better. I expect you to pull it. Pull your weight.
Well, I think might want to bring him back to the missus at the ranch. Maybe she can look after him. Found her coyote problem. You guys boys want to take care of that. I think I need to climb down a ravine and find my goddamn persuader.
Now, I'm not too positive, but I think that my pink leopard bonnet that I have was used to catch some hornets one other time, and there'll still be a mess of hornets flying around here, so I need to catch them myself.
Don't remind me.
You do not see a mess of hornets flying around. You see a mess of hornets shaking high on nicotine.
It's
Just
true.
shaking it out on the ground. Was that nicotine? Was that cocaine? And they're just, you see
Dude,
they're
cocaine
just
hornets?
like on the ground.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is going to be some extra
worse than
spicy
murder
hornets when we cook them into that there gumbo tomorrow. So I'm going to collect me all them cocaine hornets and I'm going to write them on my inventory.
Everybody knows Miss Stephanie's snuff is for the discerning debutante. She does not tell what is in her recipes.
Truth. Well done. Well done.
Oh, now that is that going to be the what is the difficulty to collect some coke hornets?
Oh, you just pick them up. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're not making a roll? Okay.
No. Don't worry about it.
Well, then I shall not worry about using my
so-
skill here
I
on
was
a
so
hornet.
impressed with him using snuff to diffuse hornets. I was like, yay, drug hornets.
Then I shall
She's
collect
not
myself
wrong.
a bonnet full of cocaine hornets that we shall use in tomorrow's recipe for the cook-off.
Cocaine hornets.
It's the
Because if
best.
there's one thing we know is about that is that nobody will eat just one.
Okay, right now the working title for next game is going to be Pink Bonnets and Cocaine Hornets.
Okay.
Yes.
Hornets.
It was once rumored to be
all-
the secret sauce of one pizza sauce.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then I believe there's also over there somewhere is a sleepy little opossum that I'm going to need for the main course.
That's true. You have in your arms sleepy, cozy little possum buttons. What are you going to do with him?
I'm gonna lay him back down because I woke him from his nap.
All right, and as you lay him back down in a nice, snuggly little cozy place amongst some weeds where he's got a little bit of shade, you're going about trying to figure out what you're going to do with where you left all your weapons and whatnots, and then as you turn your back, Lafayette picks up the possum and continues on his way.
And then, of course, we're going to need a little of that coyote that he done gutted over there. And we're going to make sure he takes all the entrails, too, because you can't let none of it go to waste.
Oh, no, you can't let none of that go to waste. That is not the cowboy way.
And now that we've collected all I need for my cook-off, we can fuck off back to Yee Haw. I could care less if we fix this later problem or not, but I'll let them do their part because I know they're good, intended people, and I'm just going to win myself a cook-off against a fake Lafayette.
Nothing tastes better than a varmint that eats ticks and leeches.
So what do y'all do?
Cocaine hornets.
Before I head back, I'm gonna spend a little bit of time to see if I can find my missing gun.
Give me a common sense to locate your gun.
I'll use my perception checks, saw it out of the corner of my peepers.
That's good.
Hell yes, 26. That's a success.
You find your gun. It does need to be repaired.
Yeah.
It has been damaged. Now, it looks like the hammer has been and partially bent on its tiny pin that holds it in. So it's a pretty quick fix, but it's not something you would be able to do. But a gunsmith should be able to have it taken care of in an afternoon.
All right. So maybe take that rifle that somehow that goddamn coyote was using.
No, it's very easy to tell. You guys noticed that the rifle seems to have a strange, large trigger, as if an entire paw could fit within it. For you, it's basically like a 3-finger trigger if you want to swing it that way.
That sounds ideal for someone missing their trigger finger.
So,
That does sound ideal for you, yeah.
AW, you want a Colt single action? Tide you over?
your coyote gun is a modified Winchester that only does a D10.
Well, there you go, Bubbles.
Buttons. It's buttons.
All right.
Bubbles is no good. He's a terrible clown.
Now, I don't know much about ranching, but what I do know about is the coyotes. And this lady got a coyote problem, and these bees are the wildy type coyotes. I would suggest perhaps she come with us back at Yee Haw with her little boy. I'm not sure there's anything more we could do for her out here.
I believe that'll be up to her. It's her property.
I'll never forgive Bubbles for what he did to those hashish termites.
Amazing. Oh, so good.
Things
Well.
I would have never expected in a game. Cocaine hornets and hashish termites.
I can't believe you didn't expect that.
Just would have never put that together.
It's just the best game. Okay, so you all what's the plan here?
I mean,
I know what Lafayette's plan is. What are you guys gonna do? He's relenting to what the group decides to do because all he cares about is his cookout.
Well, we push on. We murder every last one of them, like God intended.
We let the missus know back at the ranch she does have a coyote problem, and maybe see if she wants another mouth to feed with Manly's baby here.
With the manliest baby you've ever seen.
Dude,
All right, present the baby.
Max Manley is gonna be raising this kid on the way. You gotta toughen up, kid. Come on now. Come on, kid. Stop that crying. Stop
Give
it.
me give an intimidation check.
Tough love.
Intimidate a baby.
You get to roll your gruffness that gives you a 15.
Can I use
And-
"Don't be a pansy"? It seems very,
You can
very
use Don't Be a
persuasive.
Pansy,
Yeah.
And this is a baby, so
Mhm.
you get an additional 20%.
Okay.
It scared the shit out of that baby.
I really
Literally.
thought I almost failed
I
that.
hope it's got a diaper.
I barely passed.
You say your lines, and all of a sudden, it makes like a little hiccup noise. It shoots out a stream of piss, real high and long.
Oh
It's just
my. You see the arc on that? I didn't see it, but I could hear it.
You could. You heard the urine leave the baby, and you heard the puddle forming a full 8 feet away.
Damn.
Now that right there is how a real man rock up his.
That's gonna be a man. You're all right, kid. You're all right.
You hear 5 o'clock shadow scruffle off from dust onto a hardwood planking into a slap, slap, slap on something sounds like a vertical surface that sounds to shake in its frame. Is it all right out there?
Oh, it is for now, but there are coyotes in these parts, ma'am.
Who's that?
And then the door opens and
It's a
Etta
damn
World
kid.
comes out.
That damn kid.
Oh, is that? You found a baby.
Seems they be in the business of napping babies, not just cattle.
Oh, I've heard stories. I ain't never seen proof before. What's gonna happen to the baby?
Oh, well, we trying to bring him to somebody who might know what to do with him. That might either be you or we'll bring him to town. Maybe Doc knows something to do with him. Baba.
If you, your warm Christian heart, consider letting me take this baby, I promise you, it will no need in the world, for they will all be fulfilled.
I don't know about this, guys. She's gonna spoil him.
Oh no!
Calamity!
Oh my
Alright.
God.
I gotta do it.
Dude, Animal G.
Dynamite.
The whole house! Okay, so, as she is saying
Animal
all
G,
this,
what are you
This is exactly what he wanted.
as you see her, as you hear this, she shifts her weight.
What?
Then you guys see out of the corner of your eye, except for Max Manley, in the window, a little furry 2 canine paws pull back as it ties off a string. And her foot slides back and hits the string. And then you hear, "Psst." Everybody roll.
God.
Vitality.
I would like to use my skill in athletics called a bayou body.
Bye.
Well, we are
would
used to
like to-
surviving things that other places are not allowed to survive because we's basically the North American versions of Australians.
I would like to use my skill bull dodging to get out the way.
I also like to use my skill among the willows to roll out of the way.
I'm gonna use Ain't No City Boy.
I got a critical success.
I did as well.
I got just
Barely.
a regular success, but that is actually good for me considering how bad I've rolled today.
I got a regular success.
But it's an 8.
All
Max
right.
Manley will spend an extra AP to keep that baby armored up.
Okay. All right. So,
We don't need
Hold on.
exploding babies for
Nope.
our PR.
Nope.
so as she steps back, you hear the tss. She looks up, she's like, they got in the house. And then all of a sudden, you see boom! As an explosion of Coyote placed dynamite inside the house. By the way, Animal G, you rolled trap, dynamite via Con Dios. And so she trips a dynamite trap and is blown sky high by 61 explosive damage. She is vaporized.
Oh my god.
You just vaporized a nice woman that was going to take care of an orphan baby. You animal,
And
literally.
probably her son Jimmy.
And
You
then
probably-
you see blasted
Wow.
out the back Jimmy Munch as a smoking corpse in 2 halves with a 44 that is blown sky high out of his hand, charred and warped. And then, okay, so, who
God.
made the
Holy
everybody
God.
made, if you critically made the check, you took nothing. Who took a regular success?
Me.
I did.
Okay,
We
you
all
guys,
succeeded.
you guys take 30 points of explosive dynamite damage.
Fuck.
Good god.
So that's down to
I assume I apply my critical success to the baby.
Yeah, so what happens? Yeah, okay. So you apply the critical success to the baby, but not yourself, and you take 30 points of explosive damage to
fine.
your backside.
It's fine.
As all of a sudden, you're standing there, and then you smell.
Did you shit?
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, hold on. I have to check Discord, apparently.
What?
Now, I would have liked to have been known that I was already blackened in the front. My hair was blasted backwards. And now my backsides is all blasted and my hair's blasted forwards.
Oh, God.
Captain Kyrian is spending bits. I am awaiting what these bits could possibly be for.
God, that was brutal.
Well, there's 500 of them, so I'm guessing it's some sort of character.
It's gonna be
Nah,
something.
Good or bad, I don't know.
The
Well, it's a
question is,
Captain Carrion, so it's the most likely helpful. But I would have say this much: my original plan to just fuck off and go back to Yee Haw seemed to be the appropriate matter of action
Apparently.
at this point.
well, we solved our problem.
Yes.
Hey, is
There's
anyone
no
under
more
half?
ranch?
Did you?
Did
There's
we?
no more ranch. We no longer have to worry about it.
Can't complain, they're dead.
Because there ain't no ranch for them to come take.
Oh, I guess we did rule out the boys of summer. It's all coyotes out here. We need to fuck off.
We don't need any coyote boys to have to deal with.
I think we've learned we'd rather be tangled with the boys of summer than coyotes after.
Damn
this
right.
game.
Coyotes are nasty.
So, did anyone end up in their half or 1/3 stamina
Alright.
category? at this
Oh
point?
yeah, I'm in
As-
1/3.
As you guys see the explosion go off, let's see.
Oh, that means I didn't roll stuff.
Who fully made it? Who was critical success? Buttons. You manage to channel your inner rodeo clown, and you kick over a
Barrel.
barrel
It has to be.
that one of the many barrels on the munch
It's that coyote barrel he was in.
And you dive into the coyote barrel, and the barrel gets launched from the explosion and goes rolling off down the hill. So you're on a barrel ride right now.
This is like the beginning of the new Indiana Jones movie. It's a refrigerator.
You get launched sky high and manage to get partially hung up on that weather vane. That you are hung up like a scarecrow a good 30 feet off the ground, and it is no longer spinning.
Nice.
You get partially impaled in your leg, which is part of the damage you already done to it. Lafayette, you critically succeeded? Yes.
No, I just a regular succeeded.
This is a regular success. You get blasted clean in the front, so now you are charred on the front and back half. Lafayette is officially well done, everybody, as he gets launched, well done style, clean into the dust and gets rolled with a nice panko bread crust dusting. So he is now fried. He is a country fried Lafayette, lying scorching on the front acres of Munch's modest acres.
To note on top of all that, rolling on my major injury table, I rolled concussion, so I'm also knocked out on top of that.
Ooh.
And Max Manley, you smell in the last second as that goes off, and you have an idea that whatever this is, I should aim the baby away from it. And so you wrap the baby up in your coat, and it get launched, and you do front flips with the momentum of the explosion, and you land clean on your back.
Splat. Nice.
And you have all the worst dad back pain that has been lit on fire and probably broken in a couple of places. However, you hear the baby go, and you can clearly feel the baby is holding a slingshot in its hand.
Yes. Yes.
And with that, as you guys are watching, you see a coyote with a single piece of dynamite come strolling towards you, and then you hear way off in the distance, and then appearing in the foreground, the Henderson hell beast out of nowhere comes over the ridge, takes the coyote, and shakes it in half till it's bleeding everywhere. And manages to swallow the dynamite down its gullet with half the coyote sticking out of its mouth, and it stands over the smoking ruin of the acres going... And that's where we're going to end this evening.
Amazing.
Wow. That was quite the climactic roll at the end.
Oh, shit. Wow. Wow.
Animal G exploded a lady and her child.
Kind of a perfect ending, actually, though.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think the chat found Jimmy annoying, so that's fair.
Take that, Jimmy
This
World.
Jimmy kid sucks.
If
You want to live through the next session, do not move. It is not a problem.
that baby's gonna kill with a slingshot.
This baby is part of the team now.
Hell yeah, he is.
For sure.
This is like the Hangover. Carlos.
Carlos. It's Carlos.
You guys got to figure out what this baby's all about, but you guys totally have a baby that was found in a barrel as a coyote hostage, rescued by the Fall Guys to be handed off by a woman who then got exploded in her own house.
This kid has got the greatest upstart.
But I'm not guessing that. Right.
I gotta say, it's very good value for the bits that Animal G spent, because he spent 100 for a calamity, gets a baby, and now it is an NPC party member. that's value for bits right there.
Hell yeah.
I
Hey,
feel like
Malice is here with the raid.
Malice.
Hey, thanks.
We're wrapping up, Malice. Sorry, but they found a baby to hand it off to a kindly woman who was who's taking care of her nephew in a cabin, only to have somebody else roll calamity on the woman to take her out. And the calamity happened to be a dynamite trap that blew her and her 10-year-old boy sky high. So now the chat wanted the baby to be with the guys and not hand it off, and they effectively got that to happen.
Yeah.
Now all we got to do is
They're like,
wait for this
"No,
little baby
He
boy.
stays with the guys.
Now all we have to do is wait for this little baby boy to grow up to be a man, and then he can lead an exodus of the people of Yee Haw, and he
That's
will
right.
know how to get himself through some sort of divination to Hotel California, where we will find a Don Henry,
Yep.
and this little baby is going to be the one who will lead us there because we pulled him out of.
chosen one of Yee Haw. You guys are gonna shepherd him to victory.
You know, we made the joke earlier, boys to men, but here it is.
Boys to men.
Oh my God, boys to men. Write that one down.
God.
I feel
I
like,
don't know about
this
anybody else.
baby needs to be
know.
raised by all the ladies that work at Candy's Confectionery.
I don't know.
Oh my
I don't know. I think this has got to be more like the Mr. Mom kind of situation.
Okay.
We got 4 dudes raising a manly baby. Come on.
Wait, what's better caretakers of a baby than these 4 chaotic killers?
Yeah, right.
There's a 5th, and he's a dirty Presbyterian, so I can't imagine how it's gonna shake out.
Give him a nice headband, you know.
You guys gonna clearly raise him with the Presbyterian way.
He's gonna be a killer.
Clearly.
It's gonna be amazing.
Clearly.
That makes him Presbyterian Moses.
It does. It does. Leading my people out of the bondage of Yee Haw. Don Henley's the Pharaoh.
Yep. It's gonna be doing magic. Gonna have plagues.
Oh, there's gonna be plagues of locusts and shit.
Oh my
This is gonna be
God.
great.
Pigs of hornets. We've had like 3 pigs of hornets.
That's true.
There's been
That's
lots of
true.
hornets already. Frogs. If the frogs happen, if there's any calamities that involve frogs, that's exactly what's happening.
Man.
I hope you guys are as ashamed as we are entertained.
Animal Jesus, it's time to change the entire
Yeah, right.
My
I
story
don't know where you're at, but we're gonna need a new intro.
my story is so vague that I just wait for you guys to do stuff, and this game writes itself. It's amazing. Okay, so on that note, somebody handle an outro, please, because I need to think
shit.
about a lot of stuff.
All right. So, again, this is our every other Thursday game. So, if you are with us tonight, we'll be back in 2 weeks for more Yee Haw here at 10 p.m. Central Time. Fridays is the day off around here, so you won't find anything tomorrow. But Saturday, we are back 10 p.m. Central Time for Everstorm. And I don't. Chapter 35, season 2. Is that right?
500.
Hold on, I can look it up.
Chapter
35, 36,
7000.
somewhere in that range, I believe.
Yes.
And the to be duly titled. Revival probably
Yes, it's going to be them busting into a giant devil fortress to break out Fulcrum's mom and
Ready.
murder a bunch of. It's just like a Nazi stomping party. Like there's
Yes.
just no worry about morality. Here.
Just
There's
get it
no
right
question.
out,
They
you
just
know?
get to just kill everything.
Technically, in hell, you can do no wrong.
Technically.
Chapter number
You guys
season
can look
number.
forward to that. Apparently, a very combat heavy episode on
Might be.
Saturday.
It
So
might not be. You never know. But
Tune into that.
My money is I believe it is 34. Nope, it is 35. You're right. 35.
Glad to hear it,
So-
Shiggy. Glad we can help out.
Episode 35, Season 2 of Everstorm, this Saturday, 10 p.m. That'll roll us around to Monday night, where me, Jeff, and Levi, we do community night with you all, and it's been a lot of 7 Days to Die. We have been working on all of our fun summons and things that you guys can use your bits to bring into the world and to kill us with. And that will go on again at 10 p.m. on Monday. So you can come back again on Monday and have more fun wrecking our life.
Boy,
We
howdy.
play 7 Days to Die.
Holy shit, last game.
And boy, it was a good one last time. There was a lot of
this is gonna be my last Monday because I'm officially back at work after this one. So
No, that's true.
Oh,
this might be the last
Yep.
Monday night. So where I can my last Monday to have a full half-hour load-in of the game and then make sure to get kicked partway through to do it again and
Oh, so
to
good.
be level 13 the whole time. It'd be sweet.
I'll get that pinata ready for you.
No worries. I don't care if I'm level 13 and just die a lot. It's fine.
so that'll be Mondays, and then Tuesday assuming that work isn't changing that any. Levi will be around for DM to art on Tuesday
I'll
still.
bring that back because I'm finally done with this. I had to seal a whole floor in my kitchen, which took forever. So I'll finally be back doing DM to art on Tuesdays. Thank God. It's been a long time.
And that would be
Nice.
7 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday. Right. And then about 2 hours after that, Cam, are you back for Bardic Knowledge this week, or are you still out?
We might be. We don't know. It's very week to week around here, so I'll just kind of go with the flow. And if things are good, I do. If things are not as great, I don't. So, I don't know.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
Rounding out our week's worth of content, I'll be back with Jeff and Levi for iKindred, and maybe a Cameron. We'll see if that's going to work out or not. But I think you were saying no.
Check. I think I got stuff.
You don't
this
need
Wednesday.
him. He doesn't actually support me and my requests. He's not a true ally, is he?
As of last game, I got us all our stuff.
So
as of last game, I asked you a really simple request, a really simple favor, and you didn't do it because you're not my friend.
I didn't even know what that request was.
I asked you to put a bunch of knives in my head, and you didn't.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. No.
They're vampires. Vampires don't have friends.
It's kind of true.
Yeah, they won't even stab you in the back when you ask.
That's right. If your friend won't stab you in the back when you're a vampire, what good is he? So, again, we'll have Jeff and Levi back with me, and my buddy Boffrin will be back for iKindred.
Best beer in the game.
And, best beer in the business. That's for sure. And we are going to... And, by the way, we introduced a new thing. Boffrin's character, Thomas Weller, he's medium. And now you can summon Ghost to haunt him with.
That's true.
So, you can stop by on that game, and you can make Ghost appear. And I think I'm just going to go full don't sleep with it and just be like, you just tell me what the ghost is, and we'll just make it happen.
Oh, Jesus.
So if you buy a ghost, you just tell me what that ghost is and what it wants, and then we'll just make Thomas Weller have to deal with it. Because Taper wasn't bad enough.
Yeah.
so that will be next week at Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Henderson
Stop
dog
by for that. The Henderson dog. So that rounds out our week's worth of entertainment. And that is what we do around here to entertain you all. So stop in at those times. Find us here. Anyone else got anything else they want to add to the outro before I find us a raid target?
I know Malice had a question for you, but that's all I got.
Oh, Malice. Listen, you don't normally go with long games. iKindred is a limited amount of games. Are you... Okay, so I have somewhat veiled how many games iKindred will be. And part of that, okay, so listen, Chad, I'm going to let you know a little bit. So at the end of the last session of iKindred, when the game was over, Boffrin and Levi, and they usually have to like duck out really quickly, and Jeff hangs on for a few minutes and we talk, and then everyone's like, oh, we got to go, bye. And Boffrin intentionally hangs around, and then he goes, Dustin, he goes, I know what's going on in this entire story. And then lays out the rest of my plot to me exactly perfectly. And I was like, now you have to shut the fuck up and not tell the others, just like you did earlier. So I don't know how many more sessions until everyone else comes to the conclusions.
I will never come to the conclusion. I'll never figure it out. I don't.
It's literally until they all catch on and everyone gets it. That's when they will push the thing to the end of the story. And I don't know how many games that exactly will be, but they're getting there. So Boffrin figured it out like he did the first twist. He figured this one out too already, so he's already on it. So that's us. That's what I deal with.
This guy.
That's how he does. That's how we do.
So how we do. In the meantime, because every once in a while, this game is just perfect for raiding this person. We are going to stop by and raid Dr. Foxmeat.
Oh God! Oh
God! And then all you have to do is just explain to Dr. Foxmeat that we found a baby in a barrel, and
hey, Deb.
What else can you tell them about tonight's game other than that? Babies in barrels.
Babies in barrels.
Be prepared for a John Wick style fart blasting. I kid you not. The recliner of Arcanum and Dr. Foxmeat. That's where we're going. Everyone have a good night. We will catch you next time.
Later.
Appreciate you all.
Out.
Later.